Hey, monkey boy. This time I can prove the Israelites weren't black using ChatGPT. Ha!
So that's what we're doing now? Using AI?
What was that? I couldn't hear you over that smoke alarm chirp you people can't hear. Say that again?
Hilarious.
The Rise of Africa, the continent, the diaspora, and BRICS explores the relationships that are affecting the global economy right now. This book explores the relationships of the African diaspora's influence on the African continent and why this is important in stabilizing relationships with an understanding of how BRICS impacts the future, good or bad. You can order your copy of The Rise of Africa today on Amazon.com.
Neo-diplomacy is the new currency. Neo-diplomacy is the new currency. The reason
Okay, shalom, salama, Tiemi, shalom. Greetings to all my Israelites on the move. I could show you more than tell you. Let me do this. So this is where I'm at. I'm in lovely Accra. I'm here in Accra right now, heading over to Tema. Yeah, bear with me because I'm shooting this here on the continent. So I'm trying to make sure I have a pretty stable internet connection. So welcome everyone. Shalom everyone. Yeah, I couldn't really give you all any of the heads up. Because a lot of things were going on with the container, things of that nature. And it was burnt. So basically it was loitering for a little bit and then it just started to get updated, of different things happening. And then on top of that, there are some other situations going on in the background that did acquired my immediate attention. So the Most High is awesome. He was faithful. He was able to get me on out of here in a really, really short span of time. These are actually like long term buses or long runs. But yeah, now I'm here on the ground. So being here on the ground, yeah, I'm gonna have to, put those comments on out there to definitely support these endeavors, because this is something that is it's a push that's going to take all of our help. So just having that on out there, if you'd like to support, that definitely helps with the endeavors of this channel. But also, when you're visiting q2a.org, and you can sign up at the medical initiative. Someone can post the link right here. I know I caught a lot of people off guard. Shout out to Pastor Rick Fletcher. He had emailed me. He said, "Brother Karras, do you have a promo for the container?" And I had to think about it. And I'm like, no, a lot of the stuff that we had for the container was more so for our um, Region 6. That is another um, Region 6 Council for Diaspora Affairs. That is the arm of our operations. How do we operate in terms of, once we build that relationship, then how do we make sure that relationship is steady? So that is part of Region 6. But in terms of the actual footage and information for media, I had to think about it. I said, well, we're still getting all that together, because this is really showing the pieces of how we loaded the container, how the container made it from Atlanta to Accra right now, which is where I'm at. Accra. Accra is actually really nice. It is actually really nice. And maybe because I've been to other places on the continent, coming here to Accra actually shows that, wow, there's a couple different things that are there that are available. But yeah, we're here towards the metal factories and things of that nature. They're right there. You can see the Chinese are on the continent. And you know what? That's kind of how that goes. But the reality is that we haven't been able to trust one another. So there's a couple things that I'm still working on here that's going to require my presence to literally be on the ground, and that's why I'm here in Ghana. I didn't know how I was going to honestly get here, to be Okay, I'm back. Can you all hear me? Hopefully you all can hear me. Give me a one if you can hear me. Sorry about that. This is one of those specials. Look, every and I'm always fighting the connectivity issue. So I am back. Let me make sure. Okay, here we are. So we're kind of I believe we're a little east. We're heading east. We're going to so I can check in on this container. This is a pretty interesting trip to where sometimes, you may want to plan and try to plan some more, but sometimes the plan may not be there unless you are overseeing the plan. And All right, sorry about that. I'm in a place. I'm just getting kicked on and off the internet. It looks like it's only giving me about maybe 2 or 3 minutes worth of time. And later on this afternoon, when I get settled, I haven't even really been settled yet, but I am on the way to the port to get some things taken care of while I'm on out there. And hopefully I should be able to have um, good internet connectivity. Um, 'Cause, you try, you don't know the conditions. You try your best, but most of the times that we're out and about doing any type of a stream yard on the continent, it has to be at a place that has Wi-Fi. And that's just because that's where you have the most stable connectivity. Anything that you have in terms of sound and things of that nature, well, that's going to be an issue. That's just how that goes. But so far, um, we're working our way to the port, to the harbor, and as you're seeing that, you're seeing a lot of the containers and the trailers around here being fashioned for different multi-purpose uses. It looks like they have some sort of masonry, cement area there, and then you also have um, you know your cows right there sitting there in the lawn. You see them right there, sitting right next to the dog. So so yeah, so it was an endeavor that um a lot of things and a lot of the time I'm not able to really forecast the moves, and that's just because we just have a lot of people that are on out here that don't want us to have this thing succeed. Just bottom line, they don't want us to. Whether or not they want everybody to go down with the sinking ship, which is probably the case. That's where you have this thing, these different thoughts popping up. But the reality is that you're here in a place where the resources and the abundance is out of this world. And they know that we bring in the the ideas that will then help to support the management of their resources. So, writing the book and then not just writing the book, but now seeing this thing happening and, and doing those are big efforts. Yeah, so y'all made a way for me to get on out here. You can start to see kind of the port in the distance, the cranes and the port is in the distance. It's just straight ahead. This is one of the biggest ports in West Africa besides Lagos. And for the most part, everything is looking good, probably because I need to have that internet connection for these trucks to, start loading up and getting things together. So the container arrived. Honestly, a couple like maybe not even 24 hours ago. It had been birthed for a little. There were some things going on. This is our first time shipping a shipping container out to not just Burkina Faso, but to Ghana. And now a lot of the clearances and things of that nature, the paperwork, those are the unknown unknowns. So being able to be on the ground there's a government building right there. It helps to support these different structures because these are the opportunities right now. If you know how to ship things on over and you know where that shipping can be facilitated, this is it. So it looks like I'm here at the port. You want to go up there just a little bit and then we'll swing it around. Yeah, because that's the port, the terminal. But yeah, I made it. Thank you for your thank you, family, for your prayers and your support. There's still a lot more for me to get done on over here. So, you know, it definitely goes a long way. Um, Let folks know we're already look, the container's here, and I'm here to get this thing delivered. This thing will be delivered in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach. So with that, I just wanted to come on here real quick and just give you all the update. So nothing's better than seeing and believing, and the proof is now in the pudding. So let everybody know that Karis from Covenant Awakenings is here on the continent representing QTUA and really the African diaspora at large as we're here doing some momentous work. And I feel definitely humbled and honored to be able to do this work. I truly do. And so, with that being said, family, shalom. I'll try to be on sometime later this afternoon, which would be my evening. So I will definitely keep you all posted. That I'm here in Tema getting things together. All right. Shalom, family.